There wasn't a single man in this village, yet, the women had lived and thrived here for nearly 1,000 years. To increase their population, the village selected 6 beautiful young women every year. Their task was to leave the village, seduce strong men, and return home once they were pregnant. If they gave birth to a girl, the baby would become the next queen, destined for a life of luxury and power. But if it was a boy, the infant would be thrown into the river, and the mother would be condemned to a lifetime of labor. This year, 15 girls competed for the chance to become queen, but the selection process was brutal. The first challenge, running while holding beans between their thighs. If a bean fell, the girl was eliminated immediately. Only those who reached the finish line with all their beans intact could move on. The second challenge, climbing a ladder. The difficulty increased, and many girls failed before even reaching the third round. The third challenge, jumping rope while still holding the beans. It seemed easy at first, but after exhausting themselves in the previous rounds, most girls couldn't keep up. As the competition went on, only 7 girls remained, but the final test awaited them, a body inspection. Anyone with a birthmark on their legs was immediately disqualified. One girl begged for an exception, but in a village where reproduction was sacred, there were no exceptions. After a rigorous selection process, only 6 girls passed, but they still couldn't leave just yet. They had to endure a week of theoretical training. In this village, men were called demons. Demons existed only to impregnate them, never to live among them. The girls had to master the art of seduction, learn how to evade pursuit, and return safely to the village once pregnant. Finally, the queen gave them a last motivational speech. Then, the 6 girls stepped into the mist and left the village. The moment they descended the mountain, they spotted a demon sleeping by the roadside. At first, they were thrilled by their luck, but as the beggar turned over, a wave of unbearable stench hit them. Terrified, the girls fled in panic. Luckily, they soon arrived at a nearby town. To their horror, the town was filled with demons. The sight was so terrifying that 2 of the girls fainted on the spot. Desperate to complete their mission and leave this cursed place, the remaining girls devised a plan that night. At the break of dawn, they dressed in revealing outfits, stepped out into the streets, and prepared to choose their targets. It was time to act fast. They had to get it over with, and return home as soon as possible.